Hi, welcome to my channel Techie Krish. In the Google Sheet, we have been doing uh, a lot. We have discussed so many functions in Google Sheets and different scenarios we discussed in the Google Sheet. And this time I'm going to discuss pivot table, how to create the pivot table in Google Sheets. So pivot table is basically meant for summarizing the data. Uh, the entire data which is in the big sheet, you can minimize it by summarizing it using the pivot table. So there are some rows and columns which we have to consider for creating the summary. So this time I am going to give you a simple example of pivot table, how to create the pivot table in Google Sheets. So let's do it. So this is my Google Sheet, and here the sheet is of the students. And here, if you see this sheet, you'll see there one column is the name and admission number, mother's name, father's name, and houses of the students and category, and the stream in which they are staying, and date of admission, contact number, and caste, social caste, whether SC, ST or OBC or general. So what I am going to do here, my objective is to find out how many students belong to general category, how many students belong to SC category, and how many students belong to the OBC category. So what to do to accomplish this task? It's a very simple. We'll use pivot table. So come to insert, and over here if you see the option pivot table. So click on this pivot table, and first it's asking for the range, which range for which you want to create the pivot table. And the second point is asking whether you are creating the pivot table in the new sheet or in the existing sheet. So it is suggesting that new sheet is quite okay. So I am taking new sheet for creating the pivot table. So and ignoring the existing sheet. So when I click on create, a new sheet pivot table is created, a tab is created uh, in the taskbar or the sheet tabs, and we can name it. And in the right side of the sheet, in right pane of the sheet, here they are the fields or the columns of the sheet, and here we can specify rows and columns, and values, values and filters. So what I want? I want that category wise students, number of students should be displayed. So let's see. So category. So I am clicking the row, and here. So here they are not category, rather caste. So here there are general, OBC, and SC, and then we click on the value. Value, how many general category and how many SC category and how many OBC category. So as soon as I click on the caste, because the caste is adjusted in rows, the general category row, OBC category row, and SC category row. Since ST students are not there in my class, and that is why it is not showing. Otherwise, the students from different social categories are displayed here in this pivot table. And when I applied, you know, value, in the value I added caste, and similarly in the rows I added caste. So when I added caste, rows are filled with the social categories, and when I selected caste in values, so this time it is showing number of students of different categories. And what formula it is using here? It is using count A. We can also use sim, but what is the need? I wanted to count the students of different categories, and that is why count A is function is appropriate. Correct. So this is a very small example of pivot table, and it is showing how many students are from different categories. So there are I can add one more category, that it should there are these students from different parents category also. So some parents category is OR, some parents category is JCO, some parents category is officers, civilian, and so on. So if I click here in rows category, so see here, and I can add caste. Now you see, so in JCO category there are 7 general students, general category students, and 5 OBC category students. And in OR category, in general category there are 13 students, and OBC category there are 12 students, and SC category there are 3 students only. So we can swap these fields, means what I want, I just delete this like this. Or if you want to keep caste to above, so general, in general category there are 7 GCSE students, and general category there are 13 ORE students. Similarly, in OBC, JCU students are 5, and OR 12 students, and in OBC category there is one more student who belongs to SC category. So this way we can create a summary of the data. The summary is coming from which sheet? This is the entire sheet, and out of this sheet I have created a summary of these students. So there are 3 categories: general, OBC, and SC, and how many students belong to JCO in each caste category, it is showing through this pivot table. Okay, so this way we can create the pivot table, and you can give the aesthetic look to this sheet, like if you want to give the color like this. Okay, and in the border again I am giving, suppose, the green color this way, and here light green here also, light green, light. So we can give the colors, or if you want to give colors here also, you can give. Suppose I am giving the color like this. It's not visible. Okay, the color is, I supposed to give white color here. Same here, I supposed to give white color here, and again here fill the color. This is the color, or rather dark color, and character color is say white, and this is again the dark one. So this is the sheet. Hope you understand the concept of pivoting. So here, this is showing how to create the summary of the data, and this is what pivot table is. So this is very small example, and this is just a beginning. We'll do more on the same topic. So if you understood the concept, uh, kindly apply in your practice and share it with your friends. And one more request, if you have not subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe it. And thank you. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.